In this video, we are going to investigate trying to replace the batteries in this spotlight. The spotlight will no longer charge, so I'm pretty sure just the batteries are dead. It's an old spotlight. I'm just trying to open it up and see what's in there. Maybe it's simple. I don't know. Maybe we just have to throw the thing away. I have no idea. Let's check it out. It's a model 800-2801-S Brinkmann Qbeam. It's a really nice spotlight. I'm trying to open this thing up for a while. There doesn't seem to be any way to get into it. I got a little bit, I got somewhere. I've been trying to unscrew this thing, but I couldn't do it. But you can actually take off this portion. And then if you look behind here, there's some screws. Bam. Screw there, screw there. Alright. Now I need to unscrew it. Alright, those are the little screws. I use that screwdriver to take them out. They're little Phillips head screws. Very simple to get out. The screws off, you just kind of take off the top. And there's the lens. And then the lights. And then you can see here there's more screws to get to the back. From there. From there. 1, 2, 3, 4 screws. 4 screws. And you can see back there, you see that little blue thing? That's probably the battery. So we'll see. I don't know how the rust got in there, but the little holder for the battery is a little rusty. Alright, so here are the 4 screws that came out. The screwdriver that I used to do it, you could compare and see that they're a lot longer and taller and different than the other 2 small screws that I removed earlier. Alright, so now that we've got that taken off, we'll take this out. There's no disconnect, so we're just going to leave that all kind of together. And let's see what we got in here. Look at that battery right there. Looks very similar to a bunch of batteries I have. Looks like all I got to do is just take it out of that bracket. So I'm going to undo those 2 screws and take it out of the bracket, and I think it'll be loose, and then I'll be able to solder in a different battery. This is what I'm going to put in there. One of these bad boys. I'm going to solder it on there and then shrink wrap some plastic on top of it. I've undone one and undo this other screw here. Uh-oh. There's more than one battery there. A couple batteries. I don't have shrink wrap for 2 batteries like that. So I guess we're just going to have to let that ride. So I'm going to cut this open. Take a look-see. Alright, so first thing I'll do is I'm just going to cut this open from here. Felt something, so I'm going to stop. Looks like some wiring. We don't want to cut into the wiring. So I'm going to cut in this more. Ooh, got a circuit board too. Like I'm opening a Christmas gift. Alright, so these 2 batteries are going to be dead. I think they're what, 16850s or something like that. I think that's the model of them and stuff. So I'm going to take this apart. Well, looks like I need to just solder into here. No, I don't. I need to take all this apart and go. Okay. So you've got these two soldered together. These are the ground, and then there's a strip that comes up. See if I cut. So what I'm going to do is try to pull these off, and then once I pull them off, I'm going to do the best I can to kind of simulate what they have here, which these look to be like they're in is that parallel? That's parallel, not series, so it just gives it more life. Whew, oh yeah. Well, I documented that. Alright, so I'm going to do my best to make that, and then I'm going to hook it back up. So here is the stripping. I think it's like 2 millimeters, something like that. I'm just going to run it across here, and I'm going to be zapping it with this thing. Got off the, I should have borrowed it from work, but it belongs to work. But it's like a spot welder. You get them on Amazon. Just look up spot welder. The thing works pretty cool. Okay, turn it on first. Hold it for a little bit. There we go. I'll show you how this works here in a minute. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of this bad spot first here. Measure it. That should be good. I'm going to hit it first. So what you do is I already turned this on as before, and it's already ready. You don't push a button or anything. You just kind of hold one lead onto the two surfaces, not too hard. Oh gosh, I guess it doesn't matter which direction we go with at first, I can turn it, and then you just hold it here, and makes it look, that didn't work. All right. How embarrassing. That's what we have editing for. Alright, we're going to hold it there. And make sure it's kind of straight. So we're going to be going straight across to the other one. There, that's a better spark. Alright, now you're welded in two spots. So then we're going to bring this over to here. Hold that there. And we're going to hit it there. Welded there too. So I'm just going to cut that off the excess here. Part to it. I'm going to go ahead and weld the grounds and the positives to one another. Need something to hold that. Those like look different, don't they? Super sure do. Oh well, that didn't even reach. I'm gonna wrap these together so we don't have to mess them too much. It's probably not what they do at the factory. Okay. Grounds are good. Alright, so now we're just going to weld these two batteries together. Just like we know what we're doing. One there. Oh boy. I don't have like the perfect setup for this. Oh, that worked out. Did work perfectly. Be flat. There we go. I'll make them flat weld good. There you go. You got the hots and the ground there. Cut off the excess. We got those together, so now we're going to go to the next step. We're just going to check voltage real quick because part of this fell off and it got me scared that I'm using some kind of old battery or something. So I'm just going to check it and see if we got some correct voltage here. Should be like 3.7 volts. Okay, and we'll turn it up. .8, we're good. Alright, so this bad boy right here, this is the ground. So we're gonna need to take this off. And we got a little piece left, we're just gonna put that onto the ground. And this goes to the hot. It's a little tighter, so I'm gonna pull it off with this thing and hope for the best. So that's good. So this is the hot. Let's do the ground first. Alright, this thing's still ready to go. I'm not sure. I don't know if this is really going to work, but I'm just going to see. I don't know which way it's supposed to go, but I'm assuming that I can just deal with this later. Actually, let me think about this. Totally should have pushed stop. Alright, I reviewed a photo, and this ground goes towards the center. I just need it closer to me. Don't worry about these other components on the desk. Those are just other projects that I've been working on that are in the middle of being worked on. Okay, I'm going to put that there. And just zap it. Come on. Ooh, that's a big spark. Get the ground there. It smelled like it burning. It's a good hold. This comes up to the hot. And probably need, I think it goes like there, so we're going to put it right there. Like kind of fits naturally there. And zap it too. It's a good zap, good zap. In all honesty, I should be able just to push this button. Ooh, we got light. That's my test. This thing's back to life. Now I'm just going to wrap this thing up and put it back together. I'm going to go ahead and turn this thing off. Just push the button on the top. It kind of goes off. We just don't want to zap anything. And I don't have double battery wrap. I only have single battery wrap. So we're just going to wrap it with this and hope this works and fits back into the casing. I mean, what can go wrong? I'm just going to assume that there's not going to be any kind of real issues with things touching one another, hots and grounds. Alright, and then we're going to apply some to the top just to prevent the hot from touching anything. And look at this. And then this is ground here. I think that's really going to be fine. But we're going to put one right there too, just to get those wires away from everything. Seems like a good idea. All right. Now we're going to put these back. Okay, we're going to put this back into the little container here. I think it was like, can't remember, I think it was just like this. I've got those wires, I don't want to kink the wires any. See if it was the other way. think so. I'm just going to do it. There we go. Put them in there, make sure this works still. It's good to go. Alright, then we will turn to here. We'll reverse what we did before with the... Okay, we're just going to put this rusty thing back on. Looks like it's going to reach, so that'll work. Let's see, I think we did this thing first. Like that. I think it was like that. And this guy looks like maybe left and right. I don't know which way to top. Now we're taking it back off to put the lens on that we forgot to put on. Seems important to have the lens. I'm going to take this back part, put the lens on first. Now we got the lens on. Maybe the screws are going a little bit easier. Alright, now we're putting on the top. Calling it real. And that's all you got to do. 5-minute craft right there. That's so weird here. Wonky. I guess you just gotta play with that until it looks right. And bam, it's bright light, bright light.